Hi, my name is Rahul Nag from London, England, and I set up this website, alcoholfreesociallife.com, to help you stop drinking alcohol and or to moderate your drinking. Now, I had this problem where I was a binge drinker, which meant about sort of 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 times a week, I would go out here in London and I would drink and I wouldn't be able to stop. So I would end up getting drunk, I would have a hangover the next day, I would do stupid things, I would waste the next day, I felt bad, but also I felt caught up in alcohol, meaning that I felt like I couldn't stop. I needed alcohol to relax, to make me feel good, to have a good time, and I also had the belief that people who didn't drink were weird or stupid or I couldn't go without alcohol. And things started getting quite bad for me because I was made redundant and suddenly had a lot of free time and I was going out more and more often, including during the week. And it got to a stage where my drinking was starting to get out of control and it was just getting really bad. And then one night, one of the worst things I think I've ever done happened. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to London or you've visited before. There are the famous red buses, and there are a lot of these red night buses as well. And I remember one evening where I went out and my friends tried to stop me from drinking this sort of German beer, which is in these big glasses. And I said, "Oh, come on, I can handle another one." But of course they were right, because after about 2 or 3 of those, I was completely drunk and I ended up later on that night, I was on the top deck of one of these night buses, and suddenly I felt like a heaving inside. And I wasn't really used to that, but I felt heaving and I felt like I was going to be sick. And I was on the top of the bus, and I did remember, unfortunately in London late at night, you do see a lot of drunk people. And I remember once thinking to myself, oh, I don't want to be one of those people who are sick, or, on buses or public transport or whatever. But there I was, and I didn't know where I was. I'm starting to feel sick as I go through this, but I pressed the button and I tried to get down the stairs as fast as I could. But then suddenly we were at a red light or something, and by the time we got to the actual stop, there's nothing I could do. I just was sick, and I felt sick, and people were looking at me, and I felt the smell, and I felt just disgusted. And I got out, and I felt embarrassed, humiliated, and then I realized I've got to do something about this. It's just disgusting. And that's when I started realizing, okay, I've got to start changing my life overall, and my life with alcohol. And that's what started getting me questioning, because in London and England, alcohol is just a part of life, and I'm sure where you are as well. It's unquestioned, it's socially acceptable, people drink heavily, whether at home or with friends. There's peer pressure, which I felt as well. And plus I just kind of accepted alcohol as a way of life. I never questioned, do I even need to drink? But for the first time I was questioning, because this has just gone too far. But it was obviously hard because people offer you drinks all the time, and they expect you to drink, and it's so weird, it feels. But slowly and surely I tried, and finally I found a way, and I managed to stop drinking, and I haven't drunk for a long time. And then a while later I came across a weekend where people were explaining how they sort of developed courses on the internet and so on. And then as I was there, I was thinking, what have I done which I could share with the world? And I realized that giving up alcohol was one of the main things I'd achieved. And so I started to develop a course, and my main goal was that the quality would be really high. And so I went out and I looked for experts in the different areas of treatment, and so some traditional, like a US licensed addictions counsellor, hypnotherapist based in London, a Scottish former alcoholic who uses sort of NLP type techniques, Japanese psychotherapy, sort of this weird sort of tapping, EFT tapping approach, and a whole lot of other approaches. And I developed this course, and some of the things I realized were I wasn't an alcoholic, and many people who drink a lot of alcohol aren't alcoholics. So I wanted to get rid of the label of being an alcoholic, and also I didn't like the religious aspects of, I have to submit to a higher power, or I'm an alcoholic and I can't deal with things. I didn't like the labeling. I also wanted privacy. So a lot of people who have bought the course, they've told me that the privacy is one of the most important things, because this is all to be done at home with no sharing in groups or in environments where you have to reveal private things which are your own issues and your own concerns. I also wanted something which you could do in your own time, so you don't have to drive or travel to, whether that's counsellor appointments or group therapy or rehab or anything like that. And I wanted something which would work on you and your own way of working, because that's one of the things I realised. A lot of the approaches are basically one step or one size fits all, like Alcoholics Anonymous or many other approaches. If our approach doesn't work for you, then there's something wrong with you rather than with our approach. Whereas what I wanted was a number of different techniques, but within a solid structure, so that you can find out what works for you. Because for example, some people want a very solid, very step-by-step approach. Other people want a more sort of, like a chaotic or a more unstructured approach. And also I didn't want to judge whether people want to actually completely give up like I have, or safely moderate and stick to limits. And so I've designed this course, and it's really developed over a number of years now. And I've added things such as a 30-day email course, which you get an email every day which supports you, gives you encouragement, gives you advice, gives you just helps you keep going. For those 30 days you need to make a change, and that's actually what I'm offering, to help you stop drinking or to control your drinking within 30 days or less. And so basically I put this course together. I've worked with a lot of experts to do this. I've improved and tweaked things, and that's what I want to offer you today. And the reason I've recorded this video, this is the first time I've actually put myself on camera, is to try and show you that this is genuine, because I know that there's a lot of skepticism, that a lot of things can seem just either fake or just like they're not going to work. Obviously I unfortunately cannot guarantee any results because of internet laws and so on. What I can say is that on this page, all the testimonials you'll see are genuine. I'd recommend you watch the video from Gary, who's from Australia, and I think it's 6 years now that he's not been drinking just because of this course. So all the testimonials are genuine, and I hope to have your success story as well. And actually, I do receive a lot of emails, because I ask you before you start the course and after you start the course to fill in a short survey. And quite a few people fill in the survey after the course, and they tell me that their lives have changed completely, or they've made successful steps. But unfortunately, they don't want to share their names or details. So I think I could have at least 3 or 4 times as many testimonials on this page if people were willing to share, but I don't want to put pressure on anyone. So that's one skepticism. The other thing is, I understand, obviously, again, there may be doubt, so I offer you a full 365-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. So if you have any doubts at all, you can just send the request back. And also, this is all done via ClickBank, which is a highly what's the word I was going to say? Integral? No, I've forgotten the word, but like a very trustworthy source, and they handle all the payment processing, so your credit card and stuff is safe. But also, if you want or need a refund, they will handle that as well. So what I'd like to invite you to do is to read this page, to read the reviews, the testimonials, to read what's involved in it. If you have any questions, please do email me. It's Rahul, R-A-H-U-L, at alcoholfreesociallife.com. Just send me an email and I can answer any questions. I've also got a table of contents and a lot of detail about what's in the course on this page. And Yes, and it would just take within 2 or 3 minutes you can get set up. And as I said, my goal is to help you within 30 days to stop drinking alcohol. And I hope that you'll be like me to be able to get to the other side where I've overcome those beliefs that I needed alcohol to survive, or well, not to survive, to relax, to feel happy. Now I go out in bars, other people are drinking, I'm not. I either drink soft drinks or just mineral water, and I have no problems at all. Whereas before I thought that was impossible. I want you to be able, if you drink every night after work or at home, I want you to be able to either limit your drinking or to not have to drink. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. And so I really hope that we can work together over the next 30 days to help you stop drinking. So please join me. If you've got any questions, again, please email me, rahul@alcoholfreesociallife.com. Otherwise, please read the page and then please click on the add to cart button, and I look forward to joining you and working with you to change your life with alcohol. Thank you very much.